What's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back to Fix That Rush. Today, we are going to be using some Super Barch. I have boosted the Barbarians mainly because I wanted to try them. I actually have not used them much since they came out. I really only use them to funnel a few times because I wanted to just give them a shot. So, we're going to be using some Super Barch today. I also had a lot of Dark Elixir. I already spent the 50,000 to boost them, and I have 165,000 Dark Elixir left. Nowhere really to put it, and I'll get into that at the end of the video and the reasons why. As you can see, I only have 2 builders to go, and to be honest, I want to do some hero upgrades, yes, but at the same time, I have a lab upgrade that I need to do as well, because I do have the Book of Fighting that I do want to use and get this going further, and also I do need to finish up some resource buildings. I want to get them going to max, get them finished, and so I don't have to worry about them anymore, as well as I also have some of the offensive infrastructure to finish, which is a barracks and 2 dark barracks. I need to finish them up so I don't have to worry about them anymore either, so I can pump everything into the heroes and walls from here on out. So, as I said, I'll get into that further at the end of the video, but first, let's go out and try out this Super Barch. Okay, we found our first victim for the Super Barch. Now, we're going to have to be a little bit careful as we deploy because we only have 28 of the Super Barbarians. That means I can only do 7 per side of the base, so we're going to have to be a bit careful on our spam. So let's go ahead and go 3, 4, I don't know, let's do something like that, and then we're going to spam in some archers behind. I want to go a little bit more surgical, as I said, because I don't want to over spam the barbarians and then not have enough for another side of the base. Going to get some more archers behind them, and then we'll finish up over here with the rest of the Barch and see if we got all the loot. I think we did pretty well on our deployment. The outer ring of this base is getting taken down, so I think we are doing really well with the deployment so far. A lot of Super Barbs left up, actually, beating through walls. They do have a lot of health, they're very tanky, and they do a lot of damage. Look, they actually made it into the second ring of the base as well. We already have most of the loot, but I wouldn't mind grabbing the excess if I can. This little bit left over, we might as well try to grab as we let this work through. Now, I am trying to gain trophies again. I was down in Gold League after the Super Goblins, so I'm trying to get back up in the Crystal, and that way I have a little bit of leeway to lose trophies or gain trophies as I need to. So, doesn't look like they're going to get much further. The Town Hall is active and roasting everything around the mid-ring. So let's go ahead and cut out with the loot we got. 541,000 gold, 569,000 elixir, and 3,000 dark elixir. Pretty easy for these Super Barbarians to get in there. So, well worth it, I think, so far. This was my very first Super Barch raid. As you can see, 6 days, 23 hours. I just boosted it before I started recording. So, you witnessed my very first attack with it. Let's go ahead and train up another 143,000 elixir. So, it ups the cost a little bit, but also ups the strength of the Barch as well. They tank for longer. They do a lot more damage. So, I think it's pretty worth it for the little bit of an extra cost that they added to that Barch. So, as soon as this finished training up, we're going to go back out and see if we can't find some more loot. Alright, we have found another victim for the Super Barch. Now, down here, there's not much loot, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and use 1 Super Barb per collector, and they should take those out pretty easily. Yeah, so now let's go ahead and let's concentrate a few right here and then some up here, and we're just going to spam our archers in behind those, and then get a few there, and then we'll actually get some in over here, and we may end up not having to use everything. Seems like we actually grabbed most of the loot already. They're going to get the dark elixir out of the drills. Now, I'm not sure in my next army which comes first, the Super Barbarian or the Archer. I want to say the Archer gets done first, so we're going to go ahead and just spin the rest of the Archers, and then that way the Super Barbarians should not only save us a bit of loot, but also save us the extra time because they get cooked second. So, all the archers are probably done by now. I don't want to mess up the army. So let's go ahead and cut out with the 1 star. And 480,000 gold, 500,000 elixir, and 5,600 dark elixir. And we didn't even have to use all of the Super Barbarians. So they are really strong. I see a lot of potential in this Super Barch. So let's head on back. And I was incorrect. So the archers were actually done. Go ahead and cut those out. Archers were actually done second, so let's go ahead and we're going to take these archers out. That's fine. We'll run one army with a few extra super barbs, and then let's cook this up. So in this one, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on where I'm cooking it from. And I think I clicked previous army. I'll stop doing that because that's why I train from the quick train down here and not the previous army, because the order is different. The order from in which you do it here is whichever is first in this lineup actually starts cooking first. So I'll just remember that for next time. That way I can save a bit of time. But we're going to wait on these archers to finish, and we'll go back out for the last attack of the video. Stay tuned. Well, you know, when I see a base like this with this much loot, I just can't help myself. So, let's see. I guess we're just going to go all in because I could take all of this loot very easily with just the archers or just the super barbarians and head on out. But let's go for the triple. Why not? We're going to send everything in. Let's send in just a few here and try to clear all of this. And then we'll send everything else at the broadside and just try to run through the base. And let's go ahead and send everything in right there. Go ahead and send in all of the archers. Come on. We're actually just going to pop this clan castle, king, queen, and warden going in. Now, I'm hoping that the town hall goes down kind of early. There is no explosion to happen from this, so no need to pop the Grand Warden's ability yet. There's actually not much splash damage left on the base either, so we're just going to go ahead and pop the Grand Warden's ability through that and get pushing through. I'm not even going to have to drop a spell, I don't think. These super barbs, the Valkyries, the heroes, and the archers are going to run all the way through this base to the other side very easily. Not very efficient, but I just love tripling bases like this because they leave themselves open to it. What is left on the base? Just a siege workshop. They're going to bust through these very low level walls, and the queen's actually going to finish it off. I couldn't even pop her ability in time to get through it. 670,000 gold, 756,000 elixir, and 3,700 dark elixir very easily with the super Barch attack. Got quite a bit of loot here. Let's go ahead and train up another one from here. So the archers are getting done first. Awesome. Let's make sure that is the case. Yes, so the second army is the same. So that's what I'll do from now on, is just make sure I get it from the quick train that I have preset and not the previous army. Go ahead and request for some more Valkyries. And I know I said that was going to be the last attack, but we're going to wait this 4 minutes and go back out for another attack for you guys for the actual final attack of the video, because I do have some extra space in the storages still, and why not? I had a lot of fun with this strategy, and I want to use it again for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Now, this is the kind of loot I was looking for to try out this strategy. So, let's get these corner buildings taken care of. That way we don't have to worry about them later on. And I think I'm going to have to go with a little bit of a surgical deployment. Or I could actually try to triple this base as well. See, there's most of the elixir is down at the bottom. That's what I need the most. And then there's gold in the core and on the top side. Let's go for the triple. You know what? Why not? So let's just send in a few of these here. Try to kind of tighten this stuff up. And then I guess we're going to hold the blimp until late. We'll drop the king, the tank originally, and then send in the rest of these guys. And then we'll send in the archers in behind. Just spam all of this stuff in, like so. Queen in, Grand Warden in to strengthen them. And then I'm going to hold on to the blimp for a while. They're going to run around this ring, it seems. Some of them are beating through the wall. They're going to take care of that bomb tower. So let's go ahead and send in the blimp to the core just to make sure the stuff in the core does get gutted. I want to drop this rage like this, and then we're going to crash it right there. That way we get that dark elixir. The town hall is going to go down. The queen's going to go down. We're going to pop the king's ability, get him pushing forward. Okay, the core is now open to some barbarians and some archers as well. Super barbs working through. It looks like we are going to triple this base as well. Not much left to stop this attack. Let's go ahead and pop the Grand Warden's ability. Probably could have used it earlier, but I didn't see a reason to. There was no eagle to deal with. There's no Giga Bomb because it was a low-level town hall. So we're going to go ahead and push through the rest of this base with a lot left of the army, and that is going to be the triple against another Rush Town Hall 12 for a lot of loot. 853,000 gold, 888,000 elixir, and 7,000 dark elixir on that one. Super Barch is where it's at, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this thoroughly. Now, it's not as much loot as the Sneaky Goblins got me because it was a lot easier to use. Just a handful of Sneaky Goblins on an entire base and move on to the next. You lost a lot of trophies, sure, but it was a lot easier to do. But this is a lot of fun, and I think it was worth the 50,000 Dark Elixir investment because I'm getting some triples on these low level, very rushed Town Hall 12s that are dead, but also getting a lot of loot to boot. So I'm happy with the investment of that Dark Elixir. Let's get another one trained up for later on. So I'm at 13 million gold. Most of that is going to go into these walls, if not all of it. As you can see, I did get some done in between episodes. I got 5 wall rings for free because this is the 8-year anniversary. So they gave us some free stuff in the trader. Make sure you're going to check your trader every single day for the next few days, and you're going to be getting a lot of free stuff and a lot of discounts going on in the trader. So if you're Town Hall 8 or above, make sure you check that out. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use this Book of Fighting on these miners going to level 5. That's Town Hall 11's max. I am a Town Hall 12 technically, so that's what I'm looking to do is max them out for Town Hall 12. Let's go ahead and use this book, cut that time down. So 11 million elixir going to level 6 for the miners, and I'm going to go ahead and start that right now. It's a 14-day upgrade, so we have 2 weeks to wait until that is done. But I'm trying to think for the future. I'm going to be using Barch and Goblins for quite a while, probably. But once I get the resource infrastructure done, the offensive infrastructure done, then I'll have to worry about a lot more things. And as well, I want to get the heroes going to a decent level, and then I'm going to start using more miners and things like that for Dark Elixir and stronger strategies. So I want to go ahead and get this stuff ready for the future. So 11 million elixir into the miners are going to go right now. There we go, going to level 6. So the lab is done, and I'm low on elixir, but that's okay because, as I said earlier, I want to explain what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the resource infrastructure done, but what I mean by that is, yes, I want to get all the resource buildings done, but I still want to upgrade a hero. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve one builder for one hero only. Not today, but in the near future, once this is done. Once this camp is done in 16 hours, that's when I'm going to actually start this. I won't have any other builders that need to be going into anything else. So that means resource buildings and the army buildings, the barracks that I have left, are going to be what I prioritize my builders on. Except for one builder, I'm going to pour that Dark Elixir usually into a hero, or occasionally I might use Elixir for the Grand Warden, but right now I need to get this stuff knocked out so I can pump all of my builders into just the heroes, so I can have all 3 heroes down until they're max, and that's the goal, is that I can use all the builders just on the heroes, and whatever's left I'll use on a defense, because everything else will just be done. All my resource buildings and all of my offensive buildings will be finished, and then I'll only have defenses left besides my heroes. So that's the goal. That's why I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to use one builder for the heroes. The rest of the builders are going to be used on resource buildings until they're all knocked out. So that's the plan. Today, though, I have a lot of Dark Elixir and not enough Elixir for the upgrades I want to do. So I am going to go ahead and use 2 builders on the heroes today. And we're going to get the King and the Queen moving on up. So here we go. The Queen upgrades going to level 30. That's Town Hall 9's max. And that we hit a milestone. Finally getting somewhere with these hero upgrades. 92,000 Dark Elixir into the Queen. It's a 5-day upgrade, and we'll see her again soon. Go ahead and do that. The King upgrade is 53,000 Dark Elixir. We can go ahead and get him going to level 22. He's moving along a little bit. We neglected him at first, but we wanted to get that Queen going to a substantial level at least, which is Town Hall 9's max. I think is a decent milestone to start at. Go ahead and get the King going right now. 53,000 Dark Elixir on a 4-day upgrade for him. Now, I do have a Book of Heroes, but I don't have enough Dark Elixir to upgrade the Queen again. And I do have a Rune of Dark Elixir as well to save until I can empty this Dark Elixir storage a little more. So I'm going to hold on to both of those for the moment, but I am going to pop this Research Potion to knock off 24 hours of that minor upgrade in the lab. Go ahead and do that, and then I have a Builder Potion to use as well. So I do actually have an extra builder right now. So I have the one builder left that I like to use for walls, but I also get a builder in 16 hours, and I pop that Builder Potion, so that's going to be more like 6 hours, or I'm going to pop a Builder Potion, I'm sorry. So I still have a Builder Potion here I'm going to use, but what I want to do is I want to make maximum value of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this last builder after I go ahead and get some walls done. So let's get some walls finished. We're actually going to do all 13 into walls. Let's move this out of the way and count them: 3, 6, 9, 12, and 13. Go ahead and get this. Yes, so 13 million gold into walls right now. Making a lot of wall progress with these lava walls. Let's go ahead and get this stuff notched back into place. And then we're going to move this one just like so. And I'm going to have to collect what is in my treasury. That's 1,000,000 gold and elixir. Let's actually get 2 more elixir walls done. Why not? 2,000,000 elixir into some walls. And then we'll re-notch right there. So almost getting kind of close to halfway done with the walls going to the lava walls, the level 11 walls. And this last builder, I'm going to go ahead and use on an elixir collector. I believe they're all level 13. They are. And so this is going to be going to max 840,000 gold into this elixir collector. We'll move it on over to the max side. And it's a 5-day upgrade. And as I said, in 16 hours, this gets done. I'm going to go ahead and pop this builder potion. So it's going to be more like 7 hours. And this will be finished. And that's why I did that, because I'm going to go ahead and get that builder back in 7 hours anyway. But that's all I can do today. So that's going to do it. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of Fix That Rush. You are all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.